Hello and welcome back to the Wandering Wind. As you can tell by my gameplay video today, we're going to be talking a bit about No Man's Sky, which I've been playing over the last couple of days. No Man's Sky is an action-adventure survival game that also is a really polarizing game. I mean, at release, No Man's Sky was probably even worse than Grand Theft Auto or anything else in its controversy, just because of the hype and the promises that were made leading up to the release and then not kept. So let's talk a bit about that. No Man's Sky was a promising game. Trailers showed a lot of really interesting functions like base building and multiplayer and procedurally generated worlds and starship fights and all these different cool things. And you ended up, when release date came, you ended up with a game that felt more like it was in beta than actually a full game. And understandably, a lot of people were upset. A lot of the people that had pre-ordered games ended up turning them back in and getting a full refund. A lot of people ended up really hating the game. There is still, to this day, a majority of negative reviews on the game's Steam page. Even though recent reviews are mostly positive, the all-time reviews are mostly negative. That just shows just how badly they had screwed up in the beginning. But even though most, if not all, players had pretty much given up on the game, a few months later, something strange and interesting happened. The game got an update, known as the Foundation Update, in November 2016, adding the ability for the player to define a planet as a home planet, construct bases, construct different machines that allow you to automatically mine different materials. You could purchase starship freighters, which served basically as mobile bases, and additional storage capacity. The Foundation update also added in 2 new play modes, including a survival mode, which a lot of people had wanted because the normal standard gameplay mode wasn't that, that challenging. It also added a creative mode for people that just wanted to be, Minecraft in space, basically. This actually caught a lot of people's attention because a lot of people were like, wait a minute, what? No Man's Sky actually has an update? Wow. So, then in March of 2017, the Pathfinder update added a lot of new features, including the ability to share your bases with other players, new vehicles called exocraft that help you move a lot faster around the surface of worlds. There are a lot of minor things like enhanced graphics for the PS4 Pro, new ships and multi-tools. You also got permadeath, which basically, upon dying, it wipes out your progress and you had to completely start over. Support for Steam Workshop for people that were playing on Windows and other things like that. Then, in August of last year, we got Atlas Rises, which included a lot more story mode things, another 30 hours of narrative and story pretty much, added procedurally generated missions. You can use portals to transport yourself across the galaxy. And finally, something that we've been wanting for a while, a limited version of online co-op play, allowing up to 16 players to explore the same planet and use voice chat and text. But otherwise, they can't directly interact with each other. So, they had it almost right at that point. Then, July of this year, just last month, we got No Man's Sky next, which is, as you can probably tell, the next step for No Man's Sky. They even described it as that themselves. Hello Games, basically Hello Games is saying that this is not the end of the updates, but this is the most significant one. Now we actually have full multiplayer, allowing up to 4 players to create and customize their in-game avatar together, joining as allies to explore planets, building bases together, fighting against each other if you want. PvP is now possible. Bases are no longer limited to specific spots, but now can be built anywhere you want, including underwater. Wow, that's cool. You can assemble fleets of starships. I mean, there was a lot just going for this. There's a lot going for this game. And, you know, I think that's the biggest redemption story that I've ever seen of a video game. I mean, there are other stories of games that have gone horribly wrong and then redeemed themselves somewhat, but nothing on this scale. Nothing on this. Everybody was pissed at No Man's Sky. Everybody was angry with them. And now, a lot of people are coming back to the game that they once said they'd never touch ever again. Because the developer actually listened to the players and made changes. This is how you make games, people. This is how you do business with people. This is how you make yourself remembered in a positive light instead of a negative one. That's my spiel on No Man's Sky. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my admittedly amateur gameplay, and I hope you enjoy everything else in this world called life. I thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and until next time, I'll see you again very soon. I love you very much, and goodbye. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe. If you do, make sure to turn on your notifications so that you can see all my future videos. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at thewanderingwind71. I've got a lot of great pictures there. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at wanderingwind71 for all my latest tweets. And also over on Facebook at the Wandering Wind channel page. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.